Hey guys, what's up? Power Up Boxing here. And I just rewatched the fight. And know what? I came up with some good points. I focused. And I gotta say, who do I think won the fight now? Kovalev won the fight. I still think that. But I got some new perspectives. Because when you watch a fight for the first time, you're more emotional about it and you're watching it just for a good fight. You're not. I never really score a fight. Probably never. I never score a fight live, round by round. I never do that. I just go by the general. What my when I'm watching it, what my eyes and my brain's telling me when I'm watching the fight, who's doing better in that round. I just automatically say, okay, this guy did better, but I'm not focusing and scoring it. I'm just going by what I see. And I thought Kovalev won it when I watched it for the first time, and I studied it more this time. I was focusing more on the punches and not nothing else, just seeing what was landed and how the fight was, just all that aspects. Who was controlling the ring, who was landing the punches, who was throwing more, who was more active, who was landing the better power shots, who was landing the better body shots, who was landing the better headshots, the cleaner headshots, and just whose punches had more effect on the other guy. So I scored it this time, and gotta say a lot of the rounds were close, and that's what I gotta say. Its similarities to this fight was similar to the Pacquiao Mayweather fight. I gotta say that fight was close, and Manny only had one arm, and it was close. I had Manny winning that by 2 points. I scored it. I watched that fight 4 or 5 times, and I always had Manny winning by 2 points, and that was a close fight though. And this fight as well, it kind of the same thing. You had two high level, skilled boxers at the highest level going at it, and this is the kind of fight you get. You get a fight like this, and so let me get into it. I got 3 scores that I had. I have a range of scores that I would have thought that could have went that way. So first I'll just go by the rounds. Okay, round 1, Kovalev won that round clearly. Round 2, Kovalev dominated that round, 10-8, knockdown, and he was being wore up in that round. Round 3, very close. I gave it a draw round. I honestly couldn't pick a winner in that round when I watched it for the second time. I'd have to maybe watch it again to be honest, but I couldn't pick a winner, so that's a draw round. Round 3. Round 4, clearly Kovalev's round. Round 5, close round, but I edged it to Kovalev. Oh yeah, first let me tell you something. I put it in 3 categories. This how I scored this, because it was some of the rounds were very close, and the later rounds too. So I have a category for how I wrote it down on my piece of paper. I put 1 to 12, and then I put K for Kovalev winning the round, or I put A for Andre Ward winning the round, or I put draw, or I put close, but Andre won, or close, but Kovalev won it. So edge, close round, but edge for Andre, close round, but edge for Kovalev, or just a draw, no winner. I couldn't find a winner for that round, or clearly there was a winner. Okay, so round 1, Kovalev. Round 2, Kovalev, 10-8 plus knockdown. Round 3, draw. No edge for either fighter. I couldn't see. I'd have to rewatch it again. That round. Round 4, Kovalev. Round 5, Kovalev, but close round. Edge to Kovalev, but that was a close round. Round 6, Kovalev. Round 7, this is when Andre Ward started to do better. And Kovalev was maybe stamina was going down a bit, and the body punching of Ward, I'm suspecting. So round 7, Andre Ward, clear round for him. Round 8, close round, but edge for Andre Ward. I thought that Andre Ward just maybe edged it out, but you could maybe argue that Kovalev won the round, right? But like I said, in my opinion, edge Andre Ward. Round 9, clear Ward. Clear. Round 9, clear Andre Ward round. Round 10, clear Kovalev round. Round 11, it was a close round, but I gave the edge to Ward. Round 12, draw round, too close. Couldn't pick it. Could go either way, but I couldn't pick it. So to sum it up, I had Kovalev clearly winning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. Well, wait, clearly winning. Okay, wait, hold on a sec. So 1. Okay, so let me just. This paper's all really messed up. If you see it, it's really messed up. Okay, so I had Kovalev clearly winning, not disputing it. In my opinion, Kovalev won rounds 1, 2, 4, 6, and 10. Clearly. No disputing that. But then there was rounds that were close, but I edged it to him because I thought I had to find a winner, and I seemed to, it came down to the wire, but I think Kovalev won it and edged it out, and that was rounds 5, and just round 5, I think. Yeah, round 5 was close, but he edged that out. And then for Andre Ward, I had Andre Ward clearly winning round 7, 9, 7 and 9, clearly he won those. And then I had him closely edging out rounds in 8, 11, 8 and 11. So we'll just say, okay, I gave Andre Ward 4 rounds. I found him the winner of 4 rounds. I found Kovalev the winner of 6 rounds. And then there was 2 draw rounds where I couldn't find a winner. So I really did a lot of thought into this. I tried to be as fair as possible. To be honest, I could see, like what Max said, if you gave all the rounds, even the rounds where Kovalev edged out a close round, if you gave them all to it, Andre Ward would have that scorecard that they gave him on that night. But in my opinion, that shouldn't have happened. That was a bad decision, and they did rob Kovalev because Kovalev deserved to keep his titles. He won that fight, and like I said, if you gave Kovalev all the rounds, even the ones where Andre Ward I thought edged them out, Kovalev would be 10-2, 10 rounds to 2. But obviously that's a bad decision too, right? But some people saw it like that, 10-2. Some people saw it like 1 point for Andre Ward. But those are in my opinion, those aren't good scorecards. So to get down to it, forget all those breakdowns I just did. To give you a clear breakdown, I'm going to sum up the edge rounds I gave to each fighter, and I'll give you my scorecard. So Kovalev, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Kovalev won, in my opinion. This is my scorecard. Kovalev won rounds 1, 2, and that was a 10. Second round was a 10-8 round. 4, 5, 6, and 10. And Andre Ward won rounds 7, 8, 9, and 11. And then rounds 3 and 12, you could give them to either fighter. I wouldn't complain. And if you gave both of those rounds, 3 and sorry guys, I don't know if the computer went out there. My screen just went out. And if you gave, so rounds 3 and 11, or 3 and 12, sorry, if you gave them both to Andre Ward, I wouldn't complain. The scorecard would end up being 114, 113 to the winner by unanimous decision. And still, WBO, IBF, WBA light heavyweight champion of the world from Russia with love, Sergey Kovalev. That's the winner. So I thought, like I said, I wouldn't complain if the score was 114, 113 for Kovalev. I wouldn't go any farther than that, though, because I believe this is my scorecard would be, like I said, rounds 3 and 12. I'd have to watch those again. But like I'm saying, if I gave them both to Andre Ward, it'd be 114, 113. The knockdown made the difference, but like I said, you could give those both to Kovalev. And if you gave those both to Kovalev, the score would be 115, 112. And I wouldn't complain with that. The scorecard, if you gave one of those draw rounds to Kovalev and one to Andre Ward, the scorecard would be, the scorecard would be 115, 112 for that. But if you gave both draw rounds to Kovalev, the scorecard would be 116 to 111. And I wouldn't be complaining with that. So if you gave both of the close rounds to Kovalev, it'd be 116, 111. If you gave one of them to him, it'd be 115, 112. If you gave none of them to him, it'd be 114, 113. But if you gave the close rounds that I thought Andre Ward just edged it out, if you gave those to Kovalev, the score would be, I never wrote down the score, but add another add another 2 rounds to that. So the scorecard would be 118 to 109, I think. So you could have Kovalev winning 118, 109, 10 rounds to 2. And that could be a possibility. You could say that. I wouldn't agree with it. I would think that'd be a bad decision. But like I said, I thought this was a bad decision, right? And that would be a bad decision too if you gave Kovalev winning 10 to 2. But you could possibly say that because there was a lot of close rounds. But for you guys, I watched it again. These are my 2 top scorecards I'm giving you right now. So my top scorecards are 115 to 112. That's probably my best scorecard right there. That I would personally, that's what I would do if I was judging the fight. It would be 115 to 112. But if it was 114 to 113, that's a good scorecard too for Kovalev. If it was 116, 111, that's a good scorecard too. But anything more than that and anything less than that is not a good scorecard. Even a draw would be not a good scorecard in my opinion. So Kovalev, the Crusher Kovalev, won this fight in my opinion. He deserved his belts. He was the champ. Andre Ward didn't take it from him. And let me do the X factors too. Not only that, but the X factors. Because there was close rounds and those were round by round. It was close round by round, a lot of rounds. But there was X factors. Knockdown. Kovalev was more active. He threw more. He landed more. Total punches. He landed more total power shots as well. And he was the effective aggressor. He pushed the action. He controlled the ring. He landed more powerful shots that had more of an effect on his opponent because he's the bigger puncher, right? And when a bigger puncher lands more of his power shots and lands more total punches, that's another sign that he should win the fight too, unless he gets knocked out, right? Because usually a fighter, when they land more punches, even by a little, or if it's the same, usually it's going to go to the power punching guy, not the lighter puncher. If the lighter puncher lands the same as the power puncher, exact same, it's usually going to go to the power guy because the power guy's punches had more effect on his opponent, and it showed. Like you seen when Kovalev landed his jab, it wobbled Ward. When he landed the right hand, he dropped him, it wobbled him. You know what I mean? They had more effect on him. And for Andre Ward, the things he did good in the fight. At the start, he wasn't doing so well, but he got it after the knockdown in the third round. He got his footing back again. Then he lost the fourth. He came back in the fifth a bit, not enough to win the round. Lost round 6, but he started gaining a bit of momentum. Kovalev's stamina started being a problem, and I think it was the body punching had to do with it too. And he was chasing the guy around the ring the whole time, right? So, and then round 7, he started winning rounds, Andre Ward. Round 7 to 12, he started doing better, the second half of the fight. So, what he did good, and I'll say it right now, Kovalev landed the better right hands to the head. Kovalev landed the better headshots. He landed his jab, I think, was better, but Andre Ward's jab was good as well in this fight. They both had good jabs, but Kovalev's jab was more powerful, right? He like I said, he's a more powerful puncher. It has more effect on the opponent. He landed the better right hands, obviously. He dropped them, and he landed it throughout the fight. So Kovalev landed the better headshots and the more powerful shots. Andre Ward landed the better body shots. He landed crisp body shots, and he had a good jab himself. But other than that, Ward wasn't landing very good headshots besides the jab, really. He wasn't. Very few hooks landed for him, or right hands himself. Not very many, I don't recall. But what he did good was the body shots. He did land very clean body shots. Very explosive body shots out of nowhere, and that's one thing he did good. Andre Ward. One of the things he did good was he would be on the back foot boxing, Kovalev would be chasing him, and then out of nowhere he would explode and land a jab on Kovalev or something, or out of the clinch he would land a body shots, or before going in the clinch, right? So in close quarters he would land good crisp body shots, and I've seen it did affect Kovalev. I've seen a couple shots did look like Kovalev's body language when he got hit. It looked like he got hit clean. So Andre Ward did land good body shots and a good jab, but not very many good left hooks to the head or straight rights to the head. Kovalev, on the other hand, very good jab, powerful jab, wobbles Ward with the jab at the start of the fight, lands it throughout the whole fight, he lands it throughout the whole fight. He lands the jab. I think there was part of the fight where he some rounds where he didn't land it as well, but then he got back to it and he landed it really good. But for the most part, he landed good jabs to the head. The right hand obviously drops Ward, and so that's what I would say. The punches he did better. So hold on one sec. So to sum it up, Andre Ward, better body punching, better inside punching, but Kovalev did all right in the inside. He tried to deal with Andre Ward's holding tactics as best as he could. So Andre Ward, better body punching, and his jab was good too. I would say Kovalev's jab was better, but they're both good. The only reason why I'd say Kovalev's jab was better because it's more powerful, and he wobbled Ward, and it had more effect when he landed it. And Kovalev had obviously the better straight right hand. He had the better head punching. See, Kovalev was focusing more on the head, and Andre Ward was more on the body. So there you have it. Those were the X factors I named too. And so I thought Kovalev won the fight. It was a bad decision, in my opinion. And a lot of I'd say a lot of people out there, I would say more than 50%, I would say, would say this is a bad decision. And besides, obviously, the Ward supporters they agree with it, obviously, and they all agree with it by 1 point. Isn't that funny? How they're all like, yeah, I agree, yeah, 1 point, 1 point. It's like, why don't? That's how you know. Like the reason they're not saying, oh, he won by 2 points, 3 points. No, they're saying 1 point because they know Ward was lucky to win by 1 point. So anyway, I had my scorecard. If I had to say, I would say 115, 112. That'd be the perfect scorecard for me. But 116, 111, that's a good scorecard as well. And 114, 113, that's a good scorecard as well. All Kovalev though wins, no doubt. And anything less or more than those scorecards is a bad decision. A draw would be a bad decision. Kovalev clearly won this fight, and he is number one pound for pound now, in my opinion. But I gotta say, Ward is a skilled fighter. He knows how to survive, and he showed his skills in the second half of the fight. You can't deny that. He knows what he's doing in there. But I think the one thing that really was the determining factor is Kovalev's skilled as well. And not only that, his body frame is bigger than Ward's. Even though Ward's used to fighting at 178 in the amateurs, he's not. Kovalev has the bigger frame, and not only that, he's his power and his punches, that was the determining factor. So Kovalev wins, and let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you agree with my analysis? Thanks for watching. Power of Boxing, powering down.